The morning mist clung to the rice paddies, a soft veil over the emerald green. Birdsong filled the air, a sweet melody that drifted through the bamboo houses of the village. Inside one such dwelling, a young girl sat by a loom, her fingers dancing across the colorful threads. Her name was Lynn, and she was the weaver's daughter. Her long dark hair, adorned with fragrant jasmine flowers, flowed down her back like a silken waterfall. A simple long yi, a traditional Burmese skirt, draped her slender frame, its vibrant pink hue a stark contrast to the earthy tones of the village. Lynn possessed a serenity that echoed the tranquility of her surroundings. Her movements were graceful, deliberate, and her eyes, as dark and deep as the river that snaked through the valley, held a wisdom beyond her years. But beneath this placid surface resided a hidden strength, a power that only awakened under the silver gaze of the moon. The rhythmic clatter of the loom was a comforting sound, a constant in Lynn's life. It was a sound that spoke of tradition, of heritage, of the quiet rhythm of life in their secluded village. Yet tonight, the familiar sound was tinged with an unfamiliar unease, a premonition that troubled Lynn's peaceful heart. Beyond the village, nestled amidst a tangle of banyan trees and overgrown vines, lay a forgotten cemetery. The air here was heavy, thick with the weight of centuries and the silent whispers of countless souls. Time-worn stupas, weathered by the relentless monsoon rains, stood like sentinels, their whitewashed surfaces stained with age and neglect. The cemetery was a place of shadows and whispers, a place where the living dared not tread, especially not under the eerie glow of the full moon. It was said that the spirits of the ancestors, disturbed by the living's forgetfulness, roamed among the crumbling headstones, their mournful cries carried on the nocturnal breeze. Lynn, however, felt a strange pull towards this place, a call that resonated deep within her. She often found solace in the company of the silent stones, a strange comfort in the presence of those who had departed this earthly realm. Tonight the call was stronger than ever, an insistent tug that she could not ignore. The elders of the village often spoke of the cemetery with fear and reverence. They told tales of ancient magic that seeped from the earth, of guardians sworn to protect the village from the shadows that lurked beyond the mortal veil. Tonight, Lynn felt the truth in their whispers, a tangible shift in the air that sent shivers down her spine. The full moon hung in the inky sky, an ominous crimson orb that cast long, distorted shadows across the cemetery. The air crackled with an unseen energy, a palpable tension that made the hairs on Lynn's arms stand on end. The scent of jasmine, usually sweet and comforting, took on a cloying, almost sickly quality. With a sudden rush of wind, a creature materialized from the shadows, its eyes, glowing embers in the darkness, fixed on Lynn, sending a jolt of terror through her. Its form was grotesque, a mockery of nature, with leathery wings, sharp claws, and a gaping maw filled with rows of jagged teeth. The demon, for what else could it be, let out a deafening roar, a sound that echoed through the ancient stones. Its presence was a violation, a stain upon the sacred ground. Fear threatened to consume Lynn, but she stood her ground, her small frame a beacon of defiance against the encroaching darkness. Deep within her, a power stirred, responding to the threat before her. It was a legacy passed down through generations, a responsibility woven into the fabric of her being. Lynn closed her eyes, drawing strength from the earth beneath her feet, from the whispers of the ancestors that swirled around her. Her fingers, so adept at weaving intricate patterns, moved into a series of ancient mudras, gestures of power passed down through her lineage. A soft jade light emanated from her fingertips, growing in intensity until it surrounded her like a protective cocoon. The demon snarled, sensing the shift in power. It lunged at Lynn, its claws bared, but the jade light held firm, deflecting its attack. The creature, momentarily stunned, circled her, its glowing eyes burning with an unholy light. Lynn met its gaze, her own eyes now blazing with an emerald fire. Fear had been replaced by a steeled determination, a quiet strength that belied her youthful appearance. She was the guardian, the protector, the last line of defense between the village and the shadows that threatened to consume it.